জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী বলো জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী গোপীজন বল্লভ ও জয় গিরিবরধারী 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 জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী শান্তি হরে কৃষ্ণা If anybody think that, please take them outside. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari যশোদানন্দন ব্রজজন রঞ্জন যশোদানন্দন ব্রজজন রঞ্জন যমুনা তীরাবনচারী যমুনা চারি যমুনা তীরাবনচারী যমুনা তীরাবনচারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী হরে কৃষ্ণ Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now you know. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtottara Shata Sri Srimad Abhay Charuna Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jayong Vishnupad Paramahansa Ashtottara Shata Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Brinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय जमुना माई की जय भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories all glories all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Okay, as I said at the beginning that evening time we always read Bhagavad Gita. So, Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So, so today's verse is on the board, but anybody interested in reciting Sanskrit? You can take the book, anybody, whoever. You are most welcome. So, Haribol, Shanti, Shanti. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate. You can repeat after me, please. We are actually addressing him. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you. That was nice. Okay. So our verse is, I have been given a verse which is from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, and three verses actually I have been given, 51 to 53. So just please hear me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Please have a quiet darshan. This class is going on. So please have a darshan, and then gently, if you like to sit here, you are most welcome. And if not, you can take the children out in the playground or something. Okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, I am actually reading. I don't know anybody interested to chant with me when I say, okay, let's try. Buddhva vishuddhaya yukto dhritvatmanang niyamacha shabdadin vishayang staktva raguddesho buddhasacha vivikta se vilabdhashi yad bhakkayo manasaha dhyana yoga paro nitvang vairagyam samupasritaha ahankarang balang darpang kamam krodham parigraham vimuccho nirmamaha shanto brahma bhuyayo kalpate. Very good. Thank you so much. Now, you just simply hear, I just recite again 3 verses. Buddhva vishuddhaya yukto dhritvatmanang niyamacha shabdadin vishayang staktva raguddesho buddhasacha vivikto sevi labdhashi yat bhakya manasaha dhyana yoga paro nitvang vairagyam samupasritaha ahankarang balang darpang kamam krodham parigraham vimuccha nirmama shanto brahma bhuyayo kalpate. Okay, so I just recited the verse. Anybody would like to take this book? You are most welcome to take any of you. No, not the child. No. Adult? For you? No. You can't read. Anybody? No, okay, no problem. No, not for the child. It's for adult to read. Yes, for daddy you can take it. Okay. So, yeah, please take. It will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so I'm actually going to do the word by word meaning what we just read, what we just recited. Buddhva. with the intelligence, Vishuddha. You can repeat after me, please, if you want to. Buddhva, with the intelligence, Vishuddhaya, fully purified, Uktaha, engaged, Dhritaha, by determination, Atmanam, the self, Niyamya, regulating, Cha, also, Sabda Adin, such a sound, Vishayan, the sense object, Taktva, giving up, Raga, attachment, Dvesha, and hatred, Vishuddhaya, laying aside, Cha, also, Vivikta Sevi, living in a secluded place, Laguvasi, eating a small quantity, Yata, having controlled, Bak, speech, Kaya, body, Manasaha, and mind. Dhyana Yoga Paraha, absorbed in trance. Nityam, 24 hours a day. Vairagyam, detachment. Samupasritaha, having taken shelter of. Ahankaram, false ego. Balam, false strength. Darpam, false pride. Kamam, lust. Krodham, anger. Parigraham, and acceptance of material things. Vimucha, being delivered from. Nirmamaha, without a sense of proprietorship. Shantaha, peaceful. Brahma bhuyaya, for self-realization. Kalpate is qualified. So these are what we just recited. These are just the word-by-word Sanskrit meaning. But now we are reading translation. So what we read is, the translation is, being purified by his intelligence and controlling the mind with determination, giving up the objects of sense gratification, being freed from attachment and hatred, one who lives in a secluded place, who eats little, who controls his body, mind, and power of speech, who is always in trance, and who is detached free from false ego, false strength, false pride, lust, anger, and acceptance of material things. Free from false proprietorship and peaceful, such a person is certainly elevated to the position of self-realization. Okay, this is, I will explain everything. I'm just simply reading at the moment what is in the book, right? And then we will discuss. Thank you. So now, purport, Srila Prabhupada, this is our Srila Prabhupada, who is explaining in the purport, the translation. Now, what he is saying here, when one is purified by intelligence, he keeps himself in the mode of goodness. Thus, one becomes the controller of the mind and is always in trance. He is not attached to the objects of sense gratification, and he is free from attachment and hatred in his activities. Such a detached person naturally prefers to live in a secluded place. He does not eat more than what he requires, and he controls the activities of his body and mind. He has no false ego, because he does not accept the body as himself. Nor has he a desire to make a body fat and strong by accepting so many material things, because he has no bodily concept of life. He is not falsely proud. He is satisfied with everything that is offered to him by the grace of the Lord. And he is never angry in the absence of sense gratification, nor does he endeavor to acquire sense objects. Thus, when he is completely free from false ego, he becomes non-attached to all material things. And that is the stage of self-realization of Brahman. That stage is called Brahma Bhuta stage. When one is free from material conception of life, he becomes peaceful and cannot be agitated. This is described in Bhagavad Gita 270. Now 270, 270 is mentioning Apurjamanam achalam pratishtham samudramapah pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayang pravishanti sarve so shantimapnoti no kamokami. What is the meaning of this verse? The translation is, a person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. No, it's a lot of reading I had to do because it is in the book. We go by the book. Why we go by the book? Because books are the authority. Why our Bhagavad Gita is the authority? Because Krishna Bhagavan Swayam speaking. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. You will see throughout Bhagavad Gita so many verses Krishna Bhagavan Swayam speaking. Right. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayham Dadati Swapadantikam Bandehang Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalang Sri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupang Sagrajatang Sahagana Raghunathang Nitang Twang Sajibam Sadvaitang Sabadutang Parijana Sahitang Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padang Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitangscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namostute Tapto Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhuye Bacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brindo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Whose child is this? Please take care of him, because we are actually talking about, either you sit down or you take him to playground or something. Hare Krishna. So as I was saying, this is a verse, these are the 3 verses has been given to me or by the authority. 3 verses together is on 18th chapter. Now 18th chapter in Bhagavad Gita is the summary. Actually, Bhagavan has finished speaking until 17th chapter. So this is just the summary of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Please, if you have to sit, then sit with a cushion. And we are speaking from Bhagavad Gita. We have to be quite respectful, when we are speaking, because it's Bhagavan speaking and we are trying to understand, all of us. It's not easy to understand if we are not focusing. So please stay if you want to without making any noise, so that you can understand and I can also speak what I understood. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is the verse is actually telling us how to get to the position of self-realization. Self means Atma. Yes, We have Atma, everybody agrees. We have a soul. You agree with the soul? Yes? Everybody, we have a Atma, right? This is just covering, this is just the body. Body means the dress. We come and we go, right? So these are in order to understand, in order to elevate ourselves in the position of self-realization, what do we have to do? Clear instruction is here. So one thing we have a Srimad Bhagavad Gita we are reading. And who is the authority here? Krishna is the authority. We always accept wholeheartedly because everybody has to have an authority, Whether in the house, father is the authority, school, colleges, teachers are the authorities, offices, the managers are the authorities. There's always someone is an authority we have to accept. We, Krishna conscious people, we accept Krishna is the authority. Who can be better authority than Krishna? So whatever he is telling, we are trying to understand. The Srimad means beautiful. Bhagavat means Bhagavan. Gita means Geet, song. So when Krishna Bhagavan speaking, when I speak, nobody wants to hear. Everybody running around, doing whatever they want to do. But when Krishna Bhagavan speaks, it becomes a song. When he walks, it becomes a dance, right? So this Bhagavad Gita is actually only one book which teaching us how to improve our lifestyle. How to improve our lifestyle from animal to a human being. Now this is actually a very important thing to understand. It's not just what is animal do? Animal do eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And as a human being, if we also do eating, sleeping, mating, defending, then what is the difference between them and us? We are human being. We have a greater purpose. So that's what this Bhagavad Gita is all about. It's such an important book. If we really follow, then we will see what are the knowledge it is giving us. Now, we can see the people do not really accept. They have an atheistic view. That means there is no Bhagavan. Right? I am Bhagavan. I am everything. I am so powerful. So and so forth. But the atheistic people do not realize at the end of their life, they will be meeting Krishna. They have to see Krishna at the end of their life. As a Yamaduta, he comes and takes you not only, at that time, Mrityu Sarva Harascha. Mrityu takes away everything what you possess. Whether it's a wealth, whether it's a family, whether it's a big house, big car, whatever material possession you have, it will be all taken away. So, therefore, what we have to do then? Why not understand Krishna's words or Krishna while we are alive? That's the most important thing. And that's what we are doing. By reading over and over again Bhagavad Gita, we are trying to find out what Krishna Bhagavan is trying to tell us. Now, very first, now go back to the translation. He is saying at the very beginning that you have to purify our intelligence. Now, intelligence, there are two types. One is that you are intelligent to get more and more for your material possession. Material possession means, you all know, lot of friends, lot of family members, a big house, big car, big bank balance, so on and so forth. So they are intelligent people to have all of that, But there is also another person who is also very intelligent. What does he want to do? He wants to cultivate his self-realization. This is what is the final thing is here, that how to elevate myself in the position of self-realization. That means it won't be happening just like that, How can I get transcendental spiritual pleasure? How can I get that? In a gradual progress. It won't be happening. So these are the process here has been mentioned. And how can I understand that spirituality is there? How to develop myself in that position. So here, yes, so there are two types. One is material gain, other one is spiritual gain. How to acquire that? Now, first and foremost thing, in order to understand self-realization, we have to understand we have a self, we have a spirit within us, Atma. Now, is Atma and Paramatma. There is Atma, there is a Paramatma. Now, Atma is the occupier of this body. That we should not be mistaken. Atma is the occupier. And Paramatma, they are both sitting in the heart. Paramatma is the owner of the body. Right? The Atma is actually enjoying the fruits of her action, good or bad. And Paramatma is sanctioning something we want to do. But someone is saying, yes, go ahead and do it, whether it's a good or bad, whatever we want to do. So this is another thing to think of, that there is an Atma, and that's what we have to understand. So one is the soul, another one is the super soul. Here, there are a lot of things has been mentioned. First of all, we have to purify our senses, purify our intelligence. And when we purify our intelligence, what happens then? We control our mind. Because mind is always roaming here and there. Mind we have to control for our determination, what we want to do. We want to go on, carrying on, increasing our material wealth, or we really want to know who Krishna is. Really, does he exist? Let me read or let me hear about Krishna. All of these things, the determination must be there. Then what do we have to do? Give up the sense gratification. More and more, I must enjoy this. Sense gratification is, oh, this is what I like, I must have that. That we have to control ourselves. Not totally forget about it, just controlling. And then attachment and hatred. We should not be hankering more and more, and neither should be hating it. Jai Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai. Jai Shri Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay? So, attachment we should not be having, and neither we should be hating anything. These are the points it is actually mentioning. And then another point been mentioned, that we should be staying in a secluded place, quiet place, not very noisy. Like I was mentioning at the beginning that we are talking about Bhagavad Gita. We should be calm and quiet, only then we can understand what Krishna Bhagavan is trying to tell us. Otherwise, if we are going here, there, everywhere, nothing will sink in. So it is actually saying that we should be staying in a secluded place, and very importantly, every time we see prasadam more and more, we should eat little. Whatever body requires, not more than that. And then we have to control our body, mind and speech. Now, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, I'm just trying to think that you are all awake and listening to what I'm saying. So, yes, your body, mind and power of speech, we have to control. Now, mind we understand is difficult, but still we have to try to control our mind. Body also, we have to control, not just let it loose and whatever we want, we should have it. We must doubly make sure, is this really what I want? You know, and another thing has been mentioned here. Look how important this is. Each and everything he is mentioning, Bhagavan, Krishna Swayam Bhagavan is telling us. So we have to listen carefully, and we have to at least to some degree have to practice also. He's saying power of speech. Now that you know, how much we speak on the phone nowadays. Anything and everything. Yes? That we have to control. Hours together, we just keep on speaking. Not really very substantial, we talk about always, right? That's he's saying. Power of speech must be controlled. And who is always in trance and who is detached, always thinking, how am I going to be improving myself and adding myself towards Krishna? You know, when we have a detachment from this material, whatever things you like to have, detachment from that. You only take whatever you actually require. And only then you will have attachment towards Krishna. If you have more and more attachment in the material things, you will be detached from Krishna. That's what we don't want. One detachment, and then other one's attachment increases. Right? And then it is mentioning here about that who is always in trance, okay? Very importantly, free from false ego. Look how Bhagavan has very carefully noticed us. What do we actually do wrong? False ego, that is within all of us. I am something. Even though I have nothing, still we think I'm very something special. Is it right what he's saying here? Who thinks this is right that Bhagavan has written here correctly? False ego. Yes, you see, almost every one of you think that, yes, we have a false ego. We are thinking, I am something for no reason whatsoever. And then false strength. We think we are very powerful. No, our power is only limited. We can only do up to a certain limit. And if we want more and more power, we have to depend upon Him. That's for sure. Now then another thing has been mentioned, that false pride, lust and anger. Lust is kamana, and anger. Oh, this is very common with us. Always we are angry. But anger has to be controlled as far as Krishna Bhagavan concerned. And lust, hankering, more and more and more. I must have this, must have that. We have to control that. And acceptance of material things. Again, that is controlled. Free from false proprietorship. I am the proprietor of this beautiful house, what I have. I am the proprietor of so many family members. I am very famous. I have a lot of strength. I am very beautiful. All of these things are proprietorship. You have been given, first and foremost thing we have to understand, you have been given those things by the mercy of Him. Right? We must not forget Him. And all of these things, if we think one by one, is so very important. This Bhagavad Gita, as I said, that it says here, proprietorship and peacefulness. Only then your peacefulness will come. Such a person is certainly elevated to the position of self-realization. Self-realization is nothing but thinking that Bhagavan is with me. He will take care of me. I must depend upon Him. I must take as little as possible in this material world, whatever it is needed for me. In other words, you will be constantly thinking of Him 24 hours. There is the word here that satataho. Nityam, 24 hours you will be thinking, I am in this position due to His mercy. So you are all the time, you will be thinking of Him. Then you are already reaching the goal. You are already in trance. Now, very beginning I mentioned that there is a difference between animal and human being. We have an animalistic propensity, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And that we have to improve by simply reading this Bhagavad Gita. We have to improve ourselves. I give you a, not story actually, it's a fact. It's a fact about this Bhagavad Gita. It's about 25 to 30 years ago. He was from German. Yes, he was a German. And No, sorry, he was from Yugoslavia. He was from Yugoslavia. It's a fact story. So I don't know whether you know, many of you, that we have our ISKCON headquarters in Mayapur. Anybody heard the name of Mayapur? Raise your hand. Yes, that's our headquarters, right? So Gaur Purnima Mahaprabhu actually appeared from there. So every year is a big, big festival there. So we all go. So one of the Maharaj means koi high position, he went to Mayapur. And when he went there, he had to share his room with another devotee. So he's from Yugoslavia, as I was mentioning. So he was asking him, as we always happen, if you are sharing the room, you always ask the person where you from and how you come into Krishna consciousness, and so on and so forth. So the Prabhu said, Prabhu, I can only tell you that I am from Yugoslavia, but I will not say anything more than that. So Maharaj did not pursue him any further. He said, okay, if you are not going to mention it, which is fine. That's your, privacy, which is fine. But as they were staying together, gradually they became good friends. They were staying there for a few days. Then one day, the Maharaj was actually, I don't know whether has any of you been to Bengal, West Bengal. Is a lot of mosquitoes are there. Actually, throughout India there is a mosquito, but Bengal especially. And in so much mosquitoes, the Maharaj was putting, I don't know whether you know, it's a oil repellent, You plug it in and mosquitoes go away. You don't have to have a mosquito net. That kind of thing. So he plugged in. So this other Prabhu, the Yugoslavian devotee, he came to him and he said, Maharaj, you are plugging in this mosquito repellent, but every morning I see all the mosquitoes are half dead and I feel so sorry for them. Either they are dead or not dead at all alive. But half dead is really breaking my heart. So Maharaj said, oh, that's quite something, So he said, why don't you use, the Yugoslavian Prabhu said that you should use the mosquito net. And Prabhu said, yes, that's the point. So he went and bought a mosquito net and he was using it. So ultimately, he came forward to Maharaj and he mentioned, do you know where I have come from? He said, what a consciousness you have. I'm a Maharaj. I didn't really think of that. But whereas you are thinking like this. So he said that, Maharaj, I was in Yugoslavia and there was a massacre. He was actually in the army and he was a captain of the army. And there was a massive massacre. He was killing the people. I don't know, massacre, you all know, I guess, that you bring all your local members, family members, everybody together. They just gun, machine gun they throw, and everybody killed at the same time. So you can see it's a massacre, not one person to kill the whole village sometimes. So anyway, at that time, he was in one of the village there. And he was tried to kill his junior. He was captain. He was instructing the junior to start shooting. But then everybody was trembling. You can understand. Everybody knows that now I'm going to be shot down. So there was one boy in the corner. He was not really afraid. He was just murmuring something. And not at all affected by it. So it got struck, he said, okay, let me go and talk to him. So he called him in a separate place and he said, what's the matter with you? You were not really frightened at all that machine gun will be going around to everybody, including you. So he said, I am not the body, I am a spirit. Actually, you are going to kill my body, but not my spirit soul, because spirit soul cannot be cut. The spirit, the soul, what we have, it cannot be cut by the weapon. It cannot be moistened by the water. It cannot be burnt, and it cannot be withered by the wind. So what is this? Material things doesn't touch this soul. That means it has come from another world which is a spiritual world. And it is ever so small. It is like a 10,000 parts of the tip of the hair. It doesn't touch this material world. So he said, I am not that realization. This is the self-realization. That realization he had. And then he said, okay, let me take him in a separate place and we'll talk to him later. So he handed in his job, which means killing, to his another fellow friend. And he went out with this boy. And they were sitting in a room and they were conversing. He spoke basically Bhagavad Gita to him because he had such a realization, And then one day, soon after that actually, not one day, soon after that, both of them fled from army and joined the ISKCON. So that Prabhu is still there. So you can see the power of Bhagavad Gita. The more and more we are absorbed, initially you will not be able to understand. But if you read more and pray to Krishna, my dear Lord, I want to understand you. This is him. He's speaking here throughout Bhagavad Gita. So we have to try to understand Bhagavad Gita. And what a transformation. What a transformation. Ordinary human being to ordinary animalistic way to a special human being. Another thing we have to also check that why we are all the time distressed. We are always distress condition. You may say, oh no, I'm very happy with my family and this and that. No, we are always something or the other coming up which we are not happy about. The reason being because of this unfavorable situation we are staying in. This is not our place. We belong somewhere else, So that's because this land is our foreign land. This is foreign land, and here everything is unnatural condition. And in that unnatural condition, we are seeking for pleasure, ananda. Look, everything we are doing, I'll be happy with this. But what is happening is, instead of going through the real knowledge to get the pleasure from where his real ananda is, we are actually seeking ananda in material world, and we are becoming more unhappy. Like a fish, if you take out fish from the water, it will not survive long. For us also, we are constantly seeking happiness. Where to find happiness? The first and foremost thing we have to do, we have to chant His glory. As you see, you must have been seeing our kirtan. All the time, we are chanting mantra, Hare Krishna mantra. Everybody knows Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Raise your hand. Very good, Mataji. Okay, so chant with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is only the name of Krishna and Rama and Hara. Nothing else in there. It is a mantra. Mantrayate iti mantra. Man is always disturbed. That can be delivered only by mantra. And this mantra coming from spiritual world. Mantra is not in this material thing, So therefore, if we keep on chanting this mantra, what will be happening? We will be constantly calling out for Him. But gradual process, not overnight. Then we will see we are peaceful. First of all, why we are chanting? We are chanting to give Him the pleasure. Radha Gokulananda will be happy to hear that I am calling out His name, right? Now, if he hears, what will happen? He will be happy. Now, if he gets pleasure, we also get pleasure. If someone is happy, you make someone happy. You also feel to some degree happy also, no? But if you make someone unhappy, you also become unhappy. Is it not? So this is the process. We are constantly chanting this mantra. Sometimes people ask me that, you're repeating the same thing over and over again. Why? is not just we are singing. We are actually chanting the mantra. Mantra over and over again if we do. So the real pleasure, we are looking out in this material world, but the real pleasure cannot be found in here. Only when we have this self-realization, that's the point is been mentioned in these 3 verses. So many things been mentioned, but if we are simply focusing on Krishna, as I said, very simple process. Chant the mantra, think of him. I am chanting, my dear Lord, for your pleasure. And you see how happy you will be. And when you see that, oh, he is happy, I am happy. And this is the real happiness. This is the permanent happiness. Soul is eternal, permanent. It doesn't change. So this is why we have to call out to him with our heart. With our heart. Not artificially, just because somebody said, oh, Mataji was mentioning. Other thing I must also point out, we really don't know who Krishna is. Srila Prabhupada given a very simple example. He said a frog lives in a 3 feet well, right? And he thinks, oh my God, this is beautiful, 3 feet well. Then another of his frog friend comes to him and says, do you know, there is an Atlantic Ocean. He says, oh, Atlantic Ocean, that might be a little bit bigger than this 3 feet, maybe 4 feet, maybe 5 feet. So similarly, we don't really estimate Krishna's position. Krishna is the proprietor of everything. Atlantic Ocean and 3 feet well, you can see. So similar, that situation is us. We are that limited frog. We have no idea. So we must know who Krishna is. Where did he come from? Where does he live? Who is his parents? In this way, we must inquire. This is intelligence. That's what the verse is talking about at the very beginning. That we must purify our intelligence and controlling our mind. And then, if that is the case, we have, everybody got Bhagavad Gita, I hope. Raise your hand who has a Bhagavad Gita. You have a Bhagavad Gita? Please read and see. And try to understand. You won't be able to understand just like that. Chant a couple of times. One thing you also must think of, that Krishna is the provider of everything. So therefore, everything should be used for Krishna's pleasure. Everything must be used for Krishna's pleasure. One other thing I just mentioned earlier on, that, at the very beginning, life is very hard. Always some kind of distress keep coming. At that time, what do? We are upset and we cry. But if you take up Krishna consciousness, if you try to understand, like in here is saying, that we try to elevate ourselves, our position to self-realization. Who is he sitting inside me? That question if we have, then gradually, Hare Krishna, Shanti, Hari Bol. Okay, sorry. This is the last question now. Only 7 o'clock coming up for darshan. So it won't take much of your time. So mainly what I was trying to say is that always think that distress is coming and we are crying for that, right, at the beginning. But as you are advancing, as you advance, this self-realization will manifest yourself. And you will see that all of these difficulties has come due to the mercy of Krishna. Due to the mercy of Krishna. Whatever it is, good or bad, is everything. Krishna is protecting us. All the time Krishna is actually protecting us. I just wanted to say, yeah. So therefore, we must have some gratitude towards Krishna. What do? Okay, rich people, they give some donations here, some donations there. Rich people mainly open big, temple or maybe big hospital, things like that. But devotees, if you see the devotees, they really have nothing. Literally, they have nothing. But what do? They give themselves. They offer totally themselves to Krishna. Krishna, my dear Krishna, I don't have anything, but I would like to offer you myself. This is understanding of self. Self-realization. Understand Him sitting within us. And please, if you have a Bhagavad Gita, go over it again and you will see a lot of things He's mentioning. But whenever you think 24 hours about Krishna, those qualities at the above been mentioned in the verse, it will automatically manifest within you. I must stop here because it's Artik is coming up, and thank you so much for coming. Oh, quite a few people. So please, thank you so much. Thank you. And please do come in, do read Bhagavad Gita. Anybody has any question? Anybody? Prabhu, over there you were reading, I given you the Bhagavad, is he there? He just left, okay. That's I will speak to you later on, okay? Personally, one-to-one, okay? Thank you so much for coming and enjoy Aratrik. And after that, you will have a prasadam there. And if you like to sit here longer, then you will see there will be kirtan also be going on. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Carton will be open any time now. That is Bhagavad Gita also. Hare Krishna. Yes, please. Because Arati will be starting, let's go outside. Sorry.